This isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't fiction. This is a real Cold War incident, and it still has no clear ending. It's 1958. The Cold War is at its peak. The United States and the Soviet Union are locked in a constant state of tension. Every day feels like the world is one mistake away from nuclear war. To stay prepared, the US Air Force runs continuous training missions. Bombers fly long distances carrying nuclear weapons, not to use them, but to be ready if they ever have to. Most of the time, nothing goes wrong. But this time, it did. A US Air Force B-47 bomber takes off on what is supposed to be a routine training flight. On board is a Mark 15 nuclear bomb, one of the most powerful weapons of its time. The crew is experienced. They've done this before. Everything feels normal. But high in the night sky, another aircraft is flying nearby. Visibility is limited. Communication is tight. And in seconds, everything changes. The two aircraft collide mid-air. The impact is violent, sudden, unforgiving. Systems are damaged. The bomber is shaken, and the crew immediately realizes something terrifying. This is no longer a training mission. This is survival. Because inside the damaged aircraft is a nuclear weapon. A fully functional Mark 15 bomb. If the plane goes down with it on board, the consequences could be unimaginable. The crew acts fast. They assess the damage. They try to maintain control. But the situation is becoming worse by the second. So, a decrease of love is more far from the eye. So, a decision is made. They request permission to jettison the nuclear bomb, and after evaluating the situation, the request is approved. The bomb is released. It drops away from the aircraft, falling silently through the night sky. No explosion, no light, just gravity, pulling it downward toward the dark waters off the coast of Georgia, near Tybee Island. And then, it disappears into the ocean. The bomber, heavily damaged but still controllable, manages to return to base. The crew survives. A potential airborne nuclear disaster has been avoided. But now, a new problem begins. A nuclear weapon is missing. Somewhere in the waters off the coast lies a multi-ton bomb containing highly dangerous materials. The US military responds immediately. A massive search operation is launched. Ships are deployed, divers are sent in. Sonar equipment scans the seabed. The coastline is carefully searched. They believe they can find it quickly. But they are wrong. Days pass, then weeks. The search continues with increasing urgency. Every lead is checked. Every possible location is examined. But there is nothing. No signal. No debris. No confirmed location. The bomb has vanished. Eventually, the official search is scaled back and then abandoned. The weapon is declared lost, and to this day, it has never been recovered. Over time, theories begin to form. Some believe the bomb sank into soft sediment deep underwater, slowly becoming buried over time. Others suggest that shifting currents may have moved it farther offshore than expected. But none of these theories are confirmed. What is known is simple. The bomb was never found. This incident became one of several classified as a broken arrow event, a term used by the US military to describe accidents involving nuclear weapons that do not create a risk of nuclear war, but still involve the loss, damage, or accidental release of a nuclear device. The Tybee Island incident remains one of the most famous of these cases. But what makes it so unsettling is not just what happened in 1958, but what we still don't know today. Because it raises a disturbing question. What happens when a nuclear weapon is lost and never recovered? Is it still dangerous after decades underwater? Could it ever be found again? And if it were, what condition would it be in? experts generally agree that the bomb is not in a state where it could function as a nuclear weapon today. Over time, materials degrade and components corrode. The likelihood of a nuclear detonation is considered extremely low. But the physical location of the weapon remains unknown. Somewhere off the coast of Tybee Island, beneath layers of sediment and water, there may still be remnants of one of the Cold War's most unsettling accidents. And even though decades have passed, the story has never truly disappeared. It remains a reminder of how close the world once came to disaster, not through war, but through accident. And a nuclear weapon lost to the ocean. The world moved on, but the question never fully went away. And somewhere beneath the waves, the silence still remains.